to cap out a win here. Is it going to be the Kingdom RQ Hoshi, or will it be the Cavalry Team Liquid ID? The revenge for both teams on the table here. Going into game 5, the endurance test of TLID after being 2-0, and now RQ Hoshi has brought it down to a single game, just like we saw earlier. Now talking about the draft here, the fact that Skills brought out so many new heroes from what we've seen in the mid lane so far. Now, how are we thinking this Lilia is going to work against a pick we see so often in the Eve?
Yeah, I mean, he did put out a Savior, even the Navaria. A lot of first-time hero pick was cost of Yeskill, but Witty, very aggressive. Just, they want to put control on the mid lane as what we've seen in the first two game wins, and that's what they're planning to do up against RQ again.
So they're going to have to do. Witty, so aggressive and so proactive on the Cho. He might get, you know, sometimes a little overzealous and get punished, but nonetheless, he's had a phenomenal performance up to this point. And looking at the emblems here, you know, this is the other thing. Susujin, like our panel said, you know, they asked him. He is the Ling, and he runs the war cry here. Fabian, though.
Okay. Uh-oh. Quite low. A good response coming in from RQ Hoshi. There's a thought from Adok to Widdy, and he's now going to focus his attention onto Rins. All the while, Ezekiel just trying to poke down Sutsujin.
Wow, there's enough of blooms there.
Forcing out the Tempest of Blades early on. That was a good play coming in from Yeskiel. Now Fabian, he has the Queller, not going to connect. Sutsujin remains unbothered.
Really limited tested, you know, in the early game at this point. Already getting those Tempest Blades out. Oh, in a hook! Fabian goes in and picks up the kill. That's a solo kill right there, and now Turtle for the taking.
Okay. All the while, Sutsujin just focusing on his purple buff, while Yeskiel zoning out the jungler of RQ Hoshi. TLID starting out strong, a kill for Fabian, plus secure the Turtle.
So already off to a good start. Team Liquid ID, based off that whole interaction they had, you know, even right now, just it's proven a point that actually this Lilia pick's really good, able to slow things down. The bloom's always a surprise amount of damage early on, even before she gets items. So still, you know, RQ Hoshi gonna have to adjust from it. Nothing too crazy to work from. They are playing with the Ling, and we know how important these buffs are going to be in the rotation for the Ling.
Jangan sampai kayak di MBL lah.
The team to help them out if the pressure starts. That's the one thing you want to avoid is too big of a lead to build for Team Liquid ID.
Udah mirip-mirip gitu, Cok. Udah imbang gini, bro. Game 7, game 5, semoga menang.
Needs to scale up. And looking at the proper targets that he could go for, I mean, Yeskiel has the black shoes, so at any given moment, if Sutsujin decides to dive, he can just pop off that black shoes and remain safe. And Sutsujin is not gonna get the kill that he's looking for.
That's part of it. There's the initiation already. Edok out of the picture again. Susujin will jump in.
He dives in with the Tempest of Blades. Gonna connect on to 4, but when he manages to flicker out, here comes Skylar though.
No galak lo
for TLID once again, but they were able to take down Edok.
Temennya tuh pas di early tuh
ngerti
4 gitu langsung.
Yeah, very tough. Even utilizing the revitalize that time, but
jadi kalau mau tebel apapun
damage, you know, kind of dealing with this.
Tetap mati.
0 and 2, he's gonna be fine though. Diamond will take some damage. They still might look to fight even further around the purple buff.
Just a ring of punishment just being a thorn in the neck for the whole squad of RQ Hoshi. And now they're trying slowly, bit by bit, applying a bit of a pressure onto the jungle of Sutsujin. Again, this is a Ling that scales up pretty well towards the late game. That's why TLID, there's an internal pressure for them to try and get a huge lead early on. But if ever that fails, or if ever RQ Hoshi manages to extend this game towards the late game, Yeskiel comes in with the Lilia.
Again, Turtle up for the taking. A couple shots happening, and Susujin will make his way for this one.
Dyron just doing his work, zoning out, comes split plus real world manipulation all the while. Widdy is taking the backline to connect with the Wave of the Dragon. And still Rins gets the Turtle. Here comes the counter attack coming in from RQ as they take down Aman. But TLID, the rest of the cavalry on the attack, gonna bring down Edok and Dyron.
So again, still exchanging. Fabian on the hunt, Rins trying to get back.
Nggak kelihatan sama si
through on that one. So they break out Rins. Luckily, yeah, gets the Turtle there. Does pick up the glowing wand now. Big part of the kit here, of course, for the Eve to set things up. Well, that was the thing too, you know, both the gold laners
Kenapa sakit banget
relatively
tuh
just
di
kind of
bagian
having a chill
Fabian?
time in that gold lane against each other. Skylar does have the Haas Claws now. Hunter Strike here over on the other side for Aaron Shiki. But look at the pressure here on the tier 1.
Oh, are they going to commit the way of the dragon though? Okay, Widdy for a turtle. For a turret might not be a bad trade for TLID, because again, this is where their lineup kicks in. They want to go for objectives as much as possible, because towards the late game, you cannot. It's hard to go up against a Sutsujin that's scaled up perfectly. Not to mention, Skylar is also rocking an Irithel.
Yeah, this is the part too. You know, because of the fact that Fabian was part of the early kills that he got, he is scaling up. As long as Sutsujin doesn't go down, he's able to go ahead and just keep focusing on the farm. Then at least you're in a position where you're not too outscaled. You should be able to go ahead and fight. And again, it's one of those things with a Ling where you can always just try to go ahead and sweep on in and maybe steal the Lord, or at least cause enough of a chaos situation where then it comes down to a 50-50 for the Retri. But right now, it's RQ Hoshi just trying to keep things from getting too out of hand. Widdy has been a nuisance, a part of this.
SRG ataupun Pamos kalau turun ke bawah.
The damage of the Sever. But again, if you're going to look at the 50-50s in terms of the neutral objectives, Fabian has a slight advantage, I would say, because of the Sever Retribution combination. It's like saying, it's like the Appraiser's Wrath or Retri combination that we've seen with the Fredrin, even the ult of the Balmond plus the Retribution combination. So TLID can actually, there's not much problem or pressure that they have to think about when it comes to Sutsujin out-retrying Fabian.
Third turtle again, getting in position, frontliners there at it. We'll see them set it up now.
Okay, set up, real world manipulation. Here comes Sutsujin though. Is he going to go down as Darwin goes with his split? Gonna get caught up by 4 here as Aran. Okay, he has the revitalize, but he's going to get bursted down by Sutsujin.
Okay, balik lagi.
Still there.
Still there, getting ganked up by 3. He's gonna fall down in the hands of Fabian, but all the while RRQ gets the turtle. So right now, you can safely say RRQ won that trade.
RRQ, I mean, a lot of the times that's Dyron's job. You know, he just tries to do things for the team, whether that's a turtle, whether that's a turret. Cuts them off and keeps them focused on the goal for now. Also get a turret down. Berserker's Fury now too for Skylar. So 2 items are locked in. Looking at how the farm's going, you know, relatively well. But right now, Fabian and Aaron Shiki at the top of the standings. They've been doing a great job at just kind of keeping the pace. Aaron Shiki will start to shine later on, already nearly there to the BOD. Does pick it up just now. So Hunter Strike and BOD for Aaron Shiki. He'll start joining the fights a lot more now, especially as we lead into this Lord about a minute away.
Gila, pasang juga Sutsujin coman link cok. Bisa cucu gitu ditembak anjir.
But still, he's gonna have to go ahead and be mostly with these team fights for the objectives later on.
Killer 5.600.
Because again, even if it's just to steal with the retribution, Sutsujin's done a great job at just staying alive. Still trying to cover some ground here, but man, like these range shots here from Team Liquid ID is what they have to overcome.
Edok 31.
The warning shots coming in from Aaron Shiki, making sure that Edok cannot just zone out the members of TLID, making quick work in the minions in the middle lane. And now looking at Widdy, he does have a good position with the brush. They might be able to take a pick off onto Skylar if Skylar decides to go back up top.
Sabar.
Tunggu teman. Right now, Skylar approaching.
Okay, here comes the
Astaga, Skiller yang kena cowok.
With the real manipulation, but they're trying to cut off the exit route. Here comes Aran. Here comes Widdy once again. He's killed with the glooms. Gonna bring down 2. RRQ Hoshi, no answer as Sutsujin is just trying to go for the bottom lane push.
He pushed in the lane a little bit. Lord's gonna come up. But man, TLID got 2 in exchange. They make their way to Lord. They'll start it up.
We'll see
if he can pull something off, but he's going to get spotted out by Widdy. Not sure if he's going to be able to actually find an angle or a window to go in here. Dyron already taken the damage. Split off. Okay. There's the kick.
Here comes the glorious pathway. Widdy just trying to zone out Sutsujin. Forced to use out the Templates of Blade. Here comes Skylar though. Gonna pick up a to Aran. And now a double man knockoff coming in from Widdy. RRQ Hoshi not backing down. Trying to poke down Widdy. And now they're back on this Lord fight.
Enough to go ahead and stall things out and go for the reset. Both teams might just wait. Aran almost back up. Still Widdy, blade armor now for him. We saw Skylar's damage already to preview it when he pops that heavy crossbow. But now they set things up. Edok still on the front side of it, has the revitalize nearly available. The Wrath of the Dryad.
Tadi Onyx juga 5 game kepake nih, RRQ 5 game kepake juga. Sakit banget cok kampret. Tadi WD sih bener banget ya yang ngumpet di zona anjir.
Yeah, and at the same time, with you can't just go in for the Jeet Kune Do combination because of the presence of Edok with the Belleric. Once he sees or once he feels that Widow is gonna go in for
sih
the
belum terlalu
engage,
tebel, jadi jangan
and just foil
terlalu
the plan of
maju-maju
TLID.
gimana sih.
And for the same time, RRQ Hoshi, it's not easy for them to just really try and go for the backline because again, the glooms that Skill has been doing, 303 KDA, it's been a thorn in the neck of RRQ Hoshi, honestly. That's why Skill trying to zone out the members.
Langsung digas anjir.
Is he gonna cast a split, real manipulation coming in from Rins. Here on Shaky just dissing out the damage with the Rhapsody. Rins has to flicker away. Around caught in a bit of everything. There's the glorious pathway. Windy with a kick. And gonna bring down Dyron.
Dyron already out of the picture again. A Lord goes for a reset. I think it might just be a
dia
full
nungguin
reset
Sutujin
again.
gak ada birunya cok kampret.
So still, neither team wanting to fully commit. They continue to test each other's limits. Susujin will go ahead and grab the purple buff. Edok trying to provide that vision.
Dok sih jangan terlalu bonyok dulu Dok. Waduh Sutujin.
And gonna bring down Edok. Susujin got stunned and got bursted down by Iran Shaky. TLID executed that to perfection. 2 kills plus the Lord.
The patience from the cavalry will help them win that fight. Again, they took their time, they poked from a distance, and then they collapsed down at the right moment. Now RRQ Hoshi on the defense. Again, with this Lord pushing in, they should be able to hold it together. They might lose that tier 1, some of the tier 2s, but they're still in the game. Skylar has been able to go ahead and farm up now, 3 items locked in. But you see where the difficulty is for RRQ Hoshi. It's the range battle. And that's been the case almost every single time, especially when a Granger is across from you with a Suyo. And right now, they're going to watch the tier 2 in the mid lane fall to this push from Team Liquid ID.
Oh,
again, Aaron Shiki taking a couple shots on Susujin. He has to go back, quarter of the health left. Lord still make its way on the top side, and RQ, they'll get ready to defend, utilizing Rin's RWM when they try to push in. Not sure if Witty's going to go under and through. They're going to go in.
Okay, Cheat Kondo is there. Real world manipulation coming in from Rins. The Glorious Pathway is also there, and they're going to make quick work of the Lord. No inhibitor turrets will be taken down for the side of RRQ Hoshi.
Clearing it out.
Hilang lagi tuh birunya si
Ultimately dealing with the Lord, they're going to be fine, but they are going to lose still more in the jungle. You're seeing the gaps here.
2 detik pun gak nyampe hilang tuh birunya Sutujin anjir.
Between nearly every single lane at this point. And you got to start to think,
belum nunggu jawaban nih kayaknya RRQ nih. Gamblingnya gimana buat lawan kayak gini Cok.
Even if it comes down to the base, it might be up to them. But Edok, this Belric has not been working out the way they wanted to. A lot of times he's just kind of slowed down and caught out. Yehezkiel as well, you know, the gloom's enough for burning him down. I mean, this guy's got the Enchanted Talisman, the Glowing Wand, and the Wishing Lantern. And it just seems to eat away at the tank members here of RRQ Hoshi.
Yeah, honestly, the Belric, it's more of a reactive type of hero wherein you're going to wait for TLID to go in full commit with the dive and then cast around the drive. But TLID knows this. They actually used this previously, and they know how to work around Edok. So right now we have to commend Aran because Aran's been providing a lot of
anjir sabar banget tuh si Widdy Cok.
Enabling actually Widdy to find the proper angle for those Jeet Kundos. He doesn't even need the Way of the Dragon. The Jeet Kundos alone has been connecting to at least 2 members of RRQ Hoshi, setting themselves up for the burst that can come from Aaron Shiki.
anjir.
Now you got to see Halbert locked in here for Aaron Shiki. He's also got the Wind of Nature, so he has enough defensively, but also offensively to deal with that healing, that sustainability from RRQ Hoshi. Whether that's the Revitalize being dropped down, but so far, even without the Sea Halberd, they've just been able to overload the damage. I mean, look at the shots here. Able to just take down, you know, almost a half health with the Destinado alone. The fight once again for the purple buff with the Lord coming up. RRQ Hoshi, you're gonna have to deal with that. So it looks like no purple for Susujin, and we know this is a tough place to be if you're a Ling and you're also just this dependent on the purple buffs. We'll see if they can make a play elsewhere, because right now, Team Liquid ID wants to make their way to the Lord.
Yeah, but they're not going to burst down the Lord just yet, because again, Fabian actually uses Retribution, because that's how much they know how valuable is the purple buff for Susujin. A scaling type of hero needs that purple buff. So right now, TLID, they're just going to play it safe, wait for Fabian's Retribution to be up, And again, look for a proper angle for Witty to
Killer
deliver
buka map.
the way of the dragon that Jin can do. And the beauty of the lineup of TLID, because of the range that's coming in from Aaron Shiki, it's not even just the Cheat Kundu or Aran's Glorious Pathway that procs the Tempest of Blades from Sutsujin. Even just the Death Sonata alone sometimes forces Sutsujin to use the Tempest of Blades right away.
It's almost enough, and I like how Witty was just kind of waiting with Fabian there, even as they were pushing down.
Bingung mau ngambil Lord apa mau ngambil
just to make sure that he can rotate and he's going to be fine, especially when the Retribution's up. So that time is now. Sutsujin picking up the BOD.
Ini
They'll
sih
get the
gas
information they need. They're going to rely on Diamond and
mundur
to go ahead, but it's already going to be taken out. So Fabian gets the Lord. They don't want to fight this, so it looks like RQOG will just go ahead and get ready for a defense again. Now breaking down the lineup, they've got a great high ground defense. They've got a great lineup that can actually defend to the base, but right now they want to go ahead and get this purple buff for Sutsujin.
Astaga,
fight for the purple buff, forcing Jiren to use the split once again. Here comes the Death Sonata coming in from Aaron Shiki, but it's going to get blocked by Rins. And now Witty looking for another angle. Sutsujin just desperately trying to get this purple buff, and TLID will successfully steal it away from him.
All right, so he's not going to have the buff for this. And just, we see this so often now, especially with how popular Granger is, and now that you have a Sky Piercer there from the equation, man, you gotta have the team to body block the shots, because the Death Sonata is really starting to hurt. Witty picking up this immortality means that he's probably going to force a fight, force a situation or a reaction, utilizing the flicker into the base when they get this ready to set up here. So RQ Hoshi, Skylar, this is his time to shine on the Airfill. Again, this Airfill has done wonders for the teams that have brought it to their games. But right now it's dealing with a ranged battle. Rins will also get a Divine Glaive, so perfect timing on the base defense as they try to clear things out. They get the black shoes out.
Okay, they're gonna force out the black shoes, plus the Tempest of Blades. Here comes the Ryan, gonna cut out the Glorious Pathway. They're trying to chase right after Sutsujin, but they're not gonna mind him anymore. Sets their eyes on the inhibitor turret.
They got the black shoes, they got the flicker down. They still have to deal with the Lord here on the top side. RQ Hoshi wants to hold on to what they can, even if at the expense of the base turrets. Rins though.
Oh, manipulation, forcing the black shoes once again. This might be a goal signal for RRQ Hoshi, but Champion says no. Cutting off RRQ Hoshi. But still, that was still a good attempt for the Kingdom, because instead of losing all inhibitor turrets, they only lost one. And a lot of credit goes to Sutsujin because they forced out Ezekiel's black shoes right away.
Yeah, I would say successful defense by RQ Hoshi, holding down the walls of the base. Right now, two turrets still up, despite being down this much. Still going to get to their lineup that they have here. Able to go ahead and lock things down. Rins as well. This time, they still get a position because they want to go ahead and allow that purple buff to be secured if it can and go in the hands of Sutsujin. It's going to work on the orange for now, but still, again, RQ Hoshi staying in the game. If they can drag it on a little bit further, they might actually be in a position to contest the next Lord that comes up here, because nearly itemization-wise, they almost have everything they need, at least damage-wise. Now, tankiness, they got to build up a little bit more. Sutsujin also picking up a Malefic Roar. Idok, you know, he's along the way. He's got an anti-Cuirass and a Radiant Armor. That's why you just kind of see him dealing with a lot of the damage. I mean, as tanky as he's supposed to be, as the Spellrick is supposed to be, it just doesn't feel like it. And it's not like you're going to be able to just surprise anyone because of the fact that, you know, they're going to see you coming from a mile away. Yeah, exactly. And they're playing against a Glorious Pathway. Aran has been a really good... I mean, look at the gloom damage.
Okay, they're gonna try and work on the Lord, try and burst it down. Energy with that Sonata. Just look at Edok soaking up the damage. Too much. Aaron Shiki might get a kill onto Edok there. Sutsujin trying to survey the scene. DLID still holding on to this Lord.
Edok able to get away. RWM dropped down. There's a Glorious Pathway though. The Lord still for the fight.
Sutsujin goes down. He's gonna try and catch Aaron Shiki, but waiting with a Jet Kundo kill, assisted him off to Aaron Shiki for that huge takedown. An answer for RRQ to bring down Aran. Direct Immortality will be popped and gets a flicker out to safety. But Aaron Shiki, does he have the ultimate though? RRQ manages to lose Sutsujin, but TLID also got the Lord.
The little glue's trying to catch up too, but I'm surprised Tyrant's staying alive. Great usage of the flicker. They might, of course, be able to hold on still, as Sutsujin will be up in 20 seconds. They will have the rest of the waves to deal with. But by that time, also, RWM will be back.
Romer sama XP-nya
go
double.
for the defense, even the revitalize
Liquid
perhaps here,
ini
depending on how long they
kampret.
stall this out. Susujin now seconds away from
Jungle
being
mid
up.
sama MM-nya
And
nggak
Team
mati-mati
Liquid ID
anjir
still
lah.
down on run. We'll see how they manage this push in. They might just get the 2 base turrets left here.
3D charging up the cheat gun again. He has the flicker plus the immortality, so they're not afraid to dive in all in.
Masih bisa kah?
RASA2 Hoshi just making quick work of Blurred on top.
Alhamdulillah, masih bisa, Cok.
It's taken down once again. So far
Awas, jangan
successful
ketendang,
defense
jangan
for
ketendang.
RASA2 Hoshi, but this might change if TLID manages to find the proper angle.
Jelas suaraku
Still,
gini
these power
coy.
waves pushing in. Not sure if they're actually going to be able to get this. They do get a black shoes already out though from Yehezkiel. So again, Glorious Pathway, they want to take the bottom turret
Di
down.
bawahnya dong.
Gonna try and work on the bottom lane turret, but
it's still
RASA2
up.
was ready for the response.
Dikit lagi dia
Still
coy,
saving one
bolong.
more hit of that turret, making sure that the walls of their kingdom are still there.
RQ Hoshi will have again. You can chalk it up to a successful defense.
Tuh lihat WD-nya tuh di
21
minimap tuh.
minutes in, as Skylar
Jagaan
picks up
birunya
the
dia
market
anjir
gun.
lah.
And this has been enough time.
Map
Even the fact that
sense-nya
Ice Queen won now in the hands of Rins.
Liquid
A
nih.
fight that isn't in
kenapa
favor
ya?
of Team Liquid ID around the next objective could turn this game completely over on its head. Dyron,
Waduh.
They're gonna go full commit onto Tyrion, forcing his split.
Fabian!
Oh, Fabian with the Queller! Making sure to break down the tankiest hero of RQ Hoshi. And now they're in trouble because TLID, they can feel the push.
Diran
And it's
bikin itu
coming
nggak sih?
in onto the middle lane.
They saw what Dyron did earlier. They're not going to let it happen again, and now in the mid.
Waiting with a conceal and a double man knock-up. Jade Kundu forcing the Templars of Blades. And I'm just soaking up the damage. He does have to revitalize now. And RQ Hoshi lost all inhibitor turrets. Aaron Shiki sets his eyes on Suzujin, but Suzujin manages to evade that. They lost Dyron
Diran bikin
and
apa?
all their inhibitor turrets.
Itu yang nahan damage-nya cuma
All the
800
inhibitor
doang.
turrets taken down. You gotta give it up though, because it's been discipline that has played the part to Team
Udah
Liquid
hancur gini
ID,
turretnya tuh, hancur
slowly but surely exposing the base now of RQ Hoshi. You can take a
Diran.
look at the items here once again.
Nggak
Skylar, I mean,
bikin anjir lah.
finally he gets that
Apa namanya
left
sih?
door too, so he's locked in. But look at
Yang
the
bikin
amount
WD
of
tuh
gold over here for Aaron
tandingnya
Shiki.
immortal.
Even down to the point
Begini
where
itu harusnya
sometimes
dia.
he switches some of the items. And now that this Lord is up again, we're gonna see if they're able to actually go and fight it off. Dyron
Yang ngebers kan
and
nggak ada
Ayoung
Papian,
gets
ada
whittled
Heron
down
cok.
by these damage dealers, even the Blooms
Damage-nya
alone.
biar kagak masuk-masuk amat gitu, bisa tahan lebih lama. 3 detik 4 detik kan
To
lumayan.
contest this Lord right now as Fabian holds it together. Witty's positioning as well might look for a play, but they take their time. This has been
Cuma
the
tinggal
story
dimainin
so far
doang
for
nih
Team
lane-nya
Liquid ID,
masih
is just taking their
Liquid
time
cok, udah jebol semua,
when they
mau
know that
gimana.
they have somewhat of an advantage against RQ Hoshi, but still respecting how this can change in the course of a team
Tuh,
fight.
tarik ulur, tarik ulur.
Wave up top building for TLID. Eventually, someone has to deal with the wave up top as Suzujin works on the purple
Waduh.
buff. Just look at that Sonata forcing Rins and Enoch to walk away. Aran cuts the exit route off with a glorious pathway, but gonna get a shutdown onto Ezekiel. A kick coming in from Witty.
ketendang,
Immortality
Cok.
will be popped and will be brought down by Aaron Shaky. The Death Sonata was just too much for them to handle.
skill air
As
mati sih udah
Suzujin
kelar sih.
will fall down. Now they have to worry about the minions.
The minions are already pushing into the base, but the Lord is secured by Team Liquid ID. And yes, RQ Hoshi will defend the base for now. But again, for how long? And now almost 24 minutes into the game, you already saw how difficult it was. Susujin is just showing up the front side, gets taken out, and a Winter Crown and a Rose Gold Meteor picked up. Now for this push in, Lord making its way in the mid lane. And this is going to be the true test for RQ Hoshi. This could change the course if they can turn it around. A couple immortalities for them.
Suzujin masih
And
20
still
detik
holding on to
lagi.
that wind of nature. Now Lord makes its
Damage
way into
bener-bener
the base.
di-rin
How do
sama
they pull
si
this off? Witty goes
killer
in.
doang.
Okay, there's a conceal. Not gonna commit to anything to. Here comes the glorious pathway. They can actually focus on taking down the Crystal. TLID moments away from repeating history and
Balik
bringing
lagi
down the kingdom.
grand final.
5 games.
Kalah.
And history for now will be repeated as the cavalry goes through the
GG
gates of the
ente.
kingdom. RRQ Hoshi.